Just waiting on some people to get in here. I know it's probably kind of early. We got one. If you're just now joining the stream, go ahead and say hey. Good morning. First time in. Glad to have you, man. This is how chill this dog is. For those of you who don't know and haven't been properly introduced, this is Amber. She's probably the chillest dog I've ever owned in my entire life. Literally sitting on her tail, and I didn't realize it until I kind of adjusted a little bit, and there's her tail. My ass is just right on her tail. She doesn't give a shit. Literally chillest dog I've ever owned. She's a good pup. Man, I tell you, there's nothing like a good dog, honestly. Right? Right, Amber? You want to say hi, or are you still sleepy? Huh? You say hi. Say hi, look. Over there. Everybody say hi, Amber. She might still be sleepy. Are you still sleepy? Huh? You ignoring me? She's ignoring me. Tamper, tamper. Hey, all right. Preliminarily, I just want to let everybody know this is going to be a very chill stream. I don't know how that is compared to my other videos. I honestly don't really analyze my videos very much. I just kind of record and go from there. Additionally, I would like to, first and foremost, this is Memorial Day, and I've lost many brothers and sisters, many of which I did not know personally. However, I did know one. His name was Travis Griffin. He was easily one of the best NCOs I've ever worked with and for. He was one of those guys that he wouldn't let you do anything unless he was willing to do it himself. And he was a force, man. That guy was easily one of the best truck commanders I've ever seen. Great squad leader. Great tactician. I mean, the dude was just, he was incredible. He was an incredible human being, and I miss him every single day, every day. And not to say that, I don't appreciate the sacrifices that other brothers and sisters of mine made, but I was very close with him, and yeah, he was one of a kind. And in many ways, thank God for that, because he was an absolute maniac too. So remember this Memorial's Day. Look, I have not been drinking. I want to point that out. Not yet. It is 9 a.m. my time, and I know that you can't day drink if you don't start in the morning. So I'm not drunk. Okay? Not yet. That's coming. So, anyway. Travis, thank God we had you. So, what I'm really shooting for on this video is kind of a mix between just hanging out, chilling, talking, and I'm probably going to do a tour of a couple things on this video. So, in whatever order I do that will be up to you guys. And one of the ways that we get that to happen is I'm going to do a tour of my garden. I'm going to show you guys the new toy I got in the last couple weeks. And lastly, a tour of the Shire Shed. Even in its current messy ass state, because I haven't cleaned in here recently, and it's kind of just messy. So if you guys want to see a tour of the Shire Shed, I want to see this live. I want to see the total people count up there in that thingy. I want to see that get to, let's say we'll do the first tour at, if we get 20 people in here, and that can be either the garden or that can be seeing the new toy. Either one. And then the next milestone will be 50. And then the next milestone will be, let's call it 75. That seems right. I don't know why, but it does. I need your help in doing that. That means you got to share this stream. What did I say? 20, 50, and 75? 20, 50, and 75. And I'll leave the first one up to you guys. You can pick whichever. The new toy or the garden. I know, how boring am I? This guy's got a pipe channel. It's got to be pretty interesting. Oh, he's going to show us the garden. I didn't want to see the garden. I just wanted to smoke a pipe. This guy's boring. Sorry, I've been watching a lot of Jim Gaffigan lately. So I've been practicing his this guy's weird. I don't know why he keeps using that voice. I'm a nerd, guys. You know this. But what you don't know is what I'm smoking. What am I having today? Well, you obviously saw what I'm having it in, which is the New Age Pipe Smokers Pipe of the Year from, what was this, 2023? Yeah, 23, last year. This is one of my favorite cobs. I have two of these, and they hold just the right amount of tobacco. And in my opinion, it's like they designed it for McBaron HH flakes. You know how they're not as wide as like a Peterson flake or something like that, or Eric Stockeby Evening Flake, or PS Luxury Navy. It's like they measured it out perfectly. It's so strange and awesome. So today I'm having one of my all-time favorite blends ever, 2021 Rustica. And it's kind of in celebration because I just came into 7 more tins of it. Just kind of fell into my lap in a way. My opinion, this stuff is just absolute choice. It's strong as shit. It's it's so good. The only downside, if there is one, and this doesn't even really bother me that much, is you got to relight it all the time. Even more if you're talking a lot, like I do. Because I am a Leo, and I love to hear my own voice. Have any of y'all had this? I know some of y'all out there have had this one. The 20. Sorry guys, lost you there for a minute. What I was saying was, I like the 23 Rustica. It does have some couple subtle nuances, differences from the 21, but the 23, it's also very good. So if you can get a hold of that stuff, you won't regret it unless you're not particularly fond of the Nick hit, a very strong Nick hit. That's actually why I'm getting the 7 tins that I'm getting. There's a buddy of mine, he bought 10 tins, and it's just it's too strong for him. And I mean, that's okay, you know. That's sometimes that's how the flake rubs out, so to speak. So for me, yeah, let me know if you guys have had any of the iterations of Rustica. I've got also the Rustica Ready Rubbed that McBaron released last year in bulk, and nicotine does give you superpowers, by the way. Yeah, I got the Rustica in bulk. Of course, I got a pound because, duh. And I'll tell you what, no raggarts. No raggarts at all. In fact, while we're on this stream, I may just prep another bowl because I really love this stuff. So, what's been going on with me? Well, just work, really. Work. I mentioned the new toy. The garden is doing wonderfully, with the exception of a couple plants. Can't figure out why. They're not dying, but they're also kind of stunted at the same time. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that, but otherwise it's doing really, really well. Everything around here's been going pretty well. My daughter is getting ready to start her, let's call it the final phase of driving school, where here in Ohio, they have to do 8 hours of driving with an instructor. And then she's ominous dominus, go take your test kind of thing. She's been doing really well. She is a bit of a speed demon, but that's all right. She'll get it figured out. She's starting that last portion on the 4th, and once she finishes that, she will be going to take her test, and she will be on the road. Yikes. And along with that, I now have a senior in high school. somehow. I still have no idea how that happened. I swear, I told this kid when she was young, don't you dare grow up, you little shit. Don't you do it. You listen to your father. Do not grow up. And what did she do? I fucking grew up. Shit. I forbid. And then she's like, oh, well, screw you, Dad. I'm going to do it anyway. Kids don't listen. It's bullshit. Oh. And I'm sorry, guys. Normally, I'm much better about monitoring the comments. I'm wondering, I don't know. I don't think there's a way to show comments, but maybe there is. Hold on. There we go. Okay, now I can see. My stepson just turned 17. Tell my daughter not to grow up. Yeah, they don't listen. Little shits never listen, I tell you. So, yeah, basically, that's going on. I mentioned the garden. Did a bunch of yard work yesterday. And just above you in Michigan, I'll have a bowl in honor of your buddy today. Thank you. I appreciate that. Travis wasn't a smoker, but he was a heavy dipper. That dude would roll through 2 or 3 cans of Grizzly a day. Like I said, he was a maniac. And he didn't care. He didn't care who he was talking to. He could be talking to the base commander. He could be talking to the unit commander. He could be talking to the president, and he would have had a dip in. Gave no fucks. 0 fucks were given. He was a maniac. And just absolutely hilarious. Just great guy. So yeah. Mentioned the garden. The new toy. Said I was getting some yard work done yesterday because we had a storm rolling in, and I was like, I need to get this shit done. So I did more than I usually do. Usually I'll just run the mower and call it a day. But I needed to get some weed eating done. I needed to get some edging done. And so that's what I did. And I mean, I went ham. And I'm glad I did, because the yard looks really, really good. Trying to think what else is going on around here. It's not a ton. A big reason I haven't put out any videos lately is because there's nothing I really want to review that I haven't reviewed already. I've got a couple things, but I just haven't been in the mood to smoke them, to be honest with you. Haven't really had the desire to smoke anything other than like a handful of blends, and those are ones that I've reviewed several times. So yeah, that's kind of where I've been. That in combination with just staying busy around here, drinking with Daryl. You guys know Daryl from the that Sonny the Piper cutting board that he made for me. And yeah, just been busy and trying to, what do the kids say? Live my best life. I've just been living, really. Exciting. I know. Absolutely riveting stuff, guys. Riveting. How many of y'all have had Rustica? Because, man, telling you, this stuff is just, it's incredible. And normally I would reserve it for like the cooler months. I can have this one all throughout the year. Whereas like Bold Kentucky and Old Darkfired, I typically enjoy more when it's cooler. So I don't smoke them during the summer and spring and stuff. Uh, Literally just wrote it on my list of tobaccos to try. I think that Rustica is still available in bulk on smoking pipes. Do not quote me on that, but I think it might be. Now, there is a caveat for that. My theory, and it makes sense to me, but it's my theory, so it would. My theory is that they used the 23 Rustica for the Ready Road. So you're not getting the same product as the 21, but it's still Rustica. Just want to get that out there. It is still very, very good. And of course, this is just preferential. I like the 21 better. And I honestly couldn't put my finger on it. I review tobaccos, and I can't tell you exactly what is different that makes it different, makes me like it more. I don't know. I'm getting a little bit of a gurgle. Hold on, guys. Did everybody get a chance to say hi to Amber? Amber, did you say hi? Did you say hi? Sweetest dog I've ever had, man. Let's see, never had Rusticas, like old as far as the Nick. I think I love it too. Old Joe Krantz, man. So good. That said, that's another one that I like to have in the fall. Not that I won't have it during the warmer weather, but I don't know, man. It hits different when the weather's cooler outside. And that is like, Old Joe Krantz is my, it's cool and overcast on a Sunday, and I'm watching, of course I've got football on literally all day, and that is my overcast, cool, possibly even cold tobacco. It's, oh, so good. Have a few IPAs, have a big bowl of that. Oh, don't get me wrong. I love the warmer weather. I love that I don't have to put a hoodie on or a coat on every time I walk out the door. I mean, let's be honest, I don't do that every time anyway, even during the winter. However, I love football season. Not just because football's on. It's the weather, it's the vibe, it's fall. I love fall. So here I am loving summer, and I'm like pining for fall at the same time. Go figure. All right, so I don't think we're gonna hit our viewer goals here, because I keep seeing them. I think the highest we got there was like 14 or something like that. And now we're at 5. So that's okay. We're just gonna sit here, continue to enjoy some delicious tobacco. Let me check in on the comments here. Come on. Okay. Down in Florida, it's always warm and hot. Have not figured out a seasonal rotation here yet. Yeah, that's got to be tough, man. I don't think I could do it. Because even in Albuquerque, when I lived there, most people, including myself before I lived there, you think desert, you think hot all the time, you think it's never going to cool off kind of thing. Not there. They had 4 seasons. And spring and fall were about this long, but they were there. Y'all, if you don't have a good dog, what are you doing? What are you even doing with your lives? Right? There's absolutely nothing like a good dog. And I'll tell you, yeah, golden retrievers, they shed a lot. But as you can see, they're total whores. I'll tell you what, I'm going to amend the milestones here. If we can get to 15 total, don't even have to stay there. We just have to, just the tip. If we hit 15, I'll go show you the garden and the new toy. So what is everyone smoking today? You know what I'm having? What are y'all having? I woke up this morning and I said, damn it, I want some Rustica. That was the first thought I had. I want some Rustica. The only thing is, and this is the constant struggle, right, is what pipe do I have it in? Because there are 2 pipes I usually have Rustic in, and this is one of them, obviously, and the other is, and I know some of you have seen this already. By the way, we're at 14. This is the Sean Room Shillelagh, made, of course, by the great and powerful Sean Room. And those of you that follow the channel religiously and fanatically for whatever reason, thank you for that, by the way, keep your eyes peeled for a Sonny the Piper Sean Room collaboration. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. In the works. We're not in any rush on it. But it's going to be cool. Come on. Let's hit 15. Y'all share this. Let's get to that 15. That's all I want. 15. And I'll go show you some crap. Coffee, of course. Dunkin' Donuts original. Quite possibly one of my favorite coffees of all time. Black, of course, because if I put anything else in my coffee, I end up shitting my brains out for 6 hours straight. Because we all know how much fun that is. Moist cask number 4. Cherry mood. Okay, Captain Black Cherry. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. I've got... Shit. I think I've got... where did I get the mug? I will answer that. I think I've got like... I want to say like half a pound of Captain Black Cherry. Something like that. I got the mug at a thrift store in Albuquerque for $1. And I also at the same time got another mug that says Dayton on it in Albuquerque. I got that. What are the chances? Oh. That one I don't really use just because I bought it mostly for the what are the chances factor, really. Like, I have used it a couple times. We're back at 14. Come on, one more. One more. Oh my God. Just a tip, come on. I feel like I'm playing Keno. While I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna set out another flake of Rustica. Y'all look at Amber and how pretty she is. Oh, did we hit 15? Honor system people, did we hit 15? What's been happening with you guys? How's life going? Life treating you well? I'll tell you what, if life treated me as good as this bowl of rustic is treating me, I would be a very happy boy. I mean, I'm a very happy boy anyway, but you know what I'm saying. Still haven't hit 15? Okay, that's alright. That's alright. Feel like we can hit 15. There we go, 15! Holy shit! Let's go! Alright. Which do you want to see first? Garden or new toy? I'll leave it up to you guys. Got one for new toy. Got one for garden. Okay. keep working with the VA, and I mean, get the DAV involved if you need to. Those are some good people over there. Maybe Military Order of the Purple Heart. Um, there's some really good VSOs out there that should be able to get something for you. We all know the government. I'm not even going to get on that soapbox. VA can be difficult to work with sometimes, but I say sometimes. That's giving them a lot of credit. Just keep at it. I know how hard it is to get the ball rolling with them. Just keep at it. That's all I can tell you. Oh, Canadian Veteran Affairs. Oh man. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea. I worked for the VA here in the U.S. for several years, and even working for them, it's daunting. Even knowing the process and knowing tricks and ins and outs, it's a bitch. It shouldn't be that freaking hard. Ridiculous. Let me check these comments out real quick. I don't know why it keeps turning off live chat. Okay, we got new toy, garden, new toy. All right, looks like new toy it is. Let's go. I need to relight this. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna flip you guys around. Like my underbeard. All right. Well, here's my yard. It's actually a very, very gorgeous day out today. Kind of my favorite. Yeah, a little bit overcast. A little bit of wind. All right, so garage is kind of in shambles right now, but you guys ready for the new toy? Huh? You ready? You ready? Ta-da! Now, some of you may have known already, but I got this a little over a week ago, and it's this is a 2013 Harley Fat Bob, and I had years ago, back in I think I got it in 14. It was a 2014 Fat Bob. And, man, I tell you, these bikes will just go. It didn't have anything on it except the crash bars right here. Had new pegs. Trying to think if there was anything else. Yeah, it had these HD pegs on it. I'm not sure what line that is. But I added speakers. wireless charging phone mount, and most recently these Viking bags, hard bags. They are fiberglass, leather wrapped, absolutely fantastic quality. I mean, I cannot emphasize how awesome these bags are. They're solid, tons of room. There's a little storage like pouch right there. One on this side as well. I mean, just they were a bit of a bitch to put on. I had to relocate the turn signals in the rear. But somebody said you wanted to hear how it sounds. Actually not going to do that because my wife is still sleeping. And I kind of feel like living. So, yeah. This is the garage. Of course, Led Zeppelin, because Led Zeppelin is and will be one of the greatest bands to have ever existed. Fridge with beer, of course, because if you live in the Midwest and you don't have a garage fridge, then what are you even doing? So yeah, that's the girl. I haven't named her yet. I am open to suggestions. So if anybody wants to suggest names for her, I'm open to that. I can't. I mean, I picked out my daughter's name. Like, I feel like I'm kind of name picked out done. No, there will not be Bud Light in here unless it's my buddy's beer. When he comes over, and honestly, I don't think he's really drank Bud Light in a while. I think he switched to like Keystone, which is, Keystone's okay. That's basically Coors, and Coors is all right. It's a little too light for me. My guilty pleasure beer is Miller High Life, and I say guilty. I don't feel guilty about that. It's delicious, and if you don't like it, if you don't like Big Red, then fuck you. So hold on, I need to set y'all down somewhere so I can relight this. Let's see. All right. Sweet. So, new toy. Name it after the pirate ship Queen Anne's Revenge. Wasn't that an English ship? Sailed for England, I think. Well, pirate ship didn't sail for anything. But wasn't their captain English? I don't think I can do that. Because Irish, can't do it. It's kind of like how Ohioans can't visit Michigan without some feeling of ick. I know I've got a Michigander in here. I don't mean anything personal by that, but you understand what I'm saying. I know you do. Man, see, this is what I'm talking about. You gotta relight this stuff all the time. All the time. But it's so good. It's so good. All right. Got a nice cherry rolling there. All right. Next up, All right, so I'm going to try and be kind of quiet, but all right, I'll start over here. So what we got here is, that is a red oak. That's an acorn that my wife found randomly in a yard that had started to sprout. So we were like, hey, let's get that home and see if we can keep it going. Well, that was in March, and here we are. It is kicking ass. Got a dahlia there. Got some Canterbury bells here. These are some extra starts that I got going. Got some onions. Got bell peppers there. Brussels sprouts there. More Canterbury bells. Marigolds. Celery. Random sunflower. And this is our sunflower bed. Got some mammoths. Some fire catchers there. Wildflowers. Fire catcher. Mammoth sunflower. So far they're doing very well. We just had some rain last night, so got a raspberry plant here. This is a eastern redbud that I harvested from my parents' property not long after I moved into this house in 21, and it's doing fantastic. It's been moved. I had it originally over by the Shire Shed, but it wasn't doing as well over there, so I moved it. Remember when the pipe cottage challenged you to a duel? I'll still whoop his ass, but I feel like instead I think I'll just buy him a beer. I feel like that's the right thing to do. These are Sun Gold or Sun Sugar tomatoes all along here. These are going to be garden snacks for when I'm working out in the garden and want to have something to snack on. And then Brussels sprouts, eggplant. Beans are not doing so well here. I planted beans all in here. None of them sprouted. These are doing great. These are lunchbox orange peppers, bell peppers, and then got some really good looking cucumbers going in right here. And then these tomatoes, everything from here over to here are San Marzanos. Those are for my wife because she's Italian and she makes her own sauce from the home country. And then these two on the end are beefsteak right here. So far, you know, it's not a huge garden, but it works. It'll do the job. We don't have, as you can see, we don't have a ton of yard to work with, but yeah, it works. It ain't much, but it's ours, and I'm not even mad about it. So I think we're gonna continue this in the garage, because why not, right? Let's see, I'll put you guys right here. Maybe that'll stay, maybe it won't. And for those of you commenting about Alan, I want to make it clear that I never had anything against him personally. That video that I made was pointing out what I think a lot of other people were feeling, and why I took it upon myself to voice that. I don't know. I just felt like it was the right thing to do. That said, once again, I don't have anything against him. And at the pipe show this year, if he's there, I'll buy him a drink. And I believe I said that in the follow-up video, I guess, that I did. I will buy him a drink. I don't have any problems doing that. I didn't last year because when I did see him, it was more, I caught a very understandably kind of vibe from him when we passed each other in the hall. I was like, "Hey man, what's up?" And he said, "I'm glad to see you here, sir." And that was it. Kind of caught the vibe that I don't think that was really a sincere greeting. But that's okay. I get it. Doesn't bother me any. But yeah, the invite stands. I will buy Alan a beer, a whiskey, whatever. Hey JC, what's up? How you doing today? Hope everybody's having a beautiful Memorial Day. I know I am. Let's see, we got Worker Piper in Cincinnati. Cincinnati up in here. How's it going, my fellow Buckeye? Keep kicking this piece of wood like it's not there. Like I kick it and anyway. Hi Amber. This dog follows me. Hi. So, I'm thinking that I'm going to, instead of doing a tour of the Shire Shed on this live, I'm probably going to clean it first and do a separate video. I know a lot of you have been asking for that, so I think it would probably be better to just do it that way. Yeah. It needs to be cleaned anyway. It's a sty right now. It looks like total shit. It's bad. But I have been attending to other things around here, so I haven't really made it a priority. And I have no excuse. I just didn't do anything. Let's see. Come on, man. It keeps turning off the live chat. Stupid. Me, you, and Beans were talking. Oh, yeah! WKR Piper. That's right. I am definitely. Let's see. Sorry, I am going back through the comments here. Okay, I think I'm caught up. So, yeah, I remember talking to you, Bob. JC, I am actually having some in the New Age Pipe Smokers Pipe of the Year for 2023. Absolutely fantastic. Cannot go wrong with Rustica ever. Ah, just delicious. Absolutely delicious. But sadly, I think the bowl is So, who all is planning on going to the Columbus Pipe Show this year? I know WKR Piper is going. I know that Beans is going. I would guess that Pipe Cottage is going. I'm definitely going. I will be shacking up with NJ Piper again, who I seriously wish would just start a channel already, because I love that guy. We'll probably also be seeing, let's see, Cane Rod Piper will probably be there again. He's not far away. I'm hoping to see Mutton Chop there again. I know there's some mixed feelings on him as well, although it's few and far between. I'm trying to think who else is probably going to be there. Big Country Piper will be there, I'm sure, because he'll be hanging out with Beans, as will I. Trying to think. I can't think. August 9th and 10th. Yep. Which, man, I gotta book my room, dude, because it's my turn to pay for the room this year. So, JC, where are you again? Remind me. I have a bad memory. Let's see. Oh, look, it. There we go. South Korea. Yeah, that's a little far. Yeah, that is a little far. I'm guessing you're probably stationed there, JC? Is that you military? What is that, Kunsan? I think. If you're not, disregard, but yeah, I think it's Kunsan. Oh, it's 11 o'clock there. Goodness gracious. Well, okay, gotcha. Yeah, that's a problem with YouTube. I don't know who's who. Well, I mean, Korea is an interesting place. I didn't stay there for very long, but I was there for, I think, a night or two. South Korea is cool. I'm trying to think who else is going to be at the pipe show. But yeah, we do kind of have a tobacco mafia. You are correct. Really hoping to see Mutton Chop there again. He was a lot of fun to hang out with. I really enjoyed hanging out with Beans, as I always do. Man, that boy can put away some whiskey, I tell you. Yeah, it was a good time. Hoping to see a lot of the New Age pipe smokers guys there. I'm hoping that Thaddeus Starbuckle shows up, but coming from California is probably going to be a little tricky. I think, the Chop will be there. That is good. Mike Howell, I'm hoping to see there. Chris Miracle, I'm hoping to see there. Jeremiah Kaiser, I'm hoping to see there. Andy, I cannot remember your name. You're a boat captain out in South Carolina or North Carolina, one of the two. Does chartered boat tours and stuff. Just a really good dude. Lots of good people out there, man. And I cannot wait. I really need to get off my ass and book that room so that NJ Piper and I have somewhere to lay our heads and store the beer. Because, man, we put it away last year. I'm pretty sure I wasn't sober at... I'm fairly certain I was drunk the entire time. And, you know what? I had a good time. It was fun. So those of you that haven't made it out to the Columbus Pipe Show, there is just something about that one that, yeah, it's just, the vibe is perfect. It's very central. It's a good spot. So if you guys ever get the chance to make the drive or fly or whatever you want to do, please do. You won't regret it. Chancellor Crappie, if I saw Alan at a show, I'd be scared he would take his glove from his back pocket and slap it over my brow while saying, "I do declare." Now, I don't think he carries gloves with him. It is a blast. Great times indeed, and with arguably maybe better people. It was, man, I had a good time. I had dinner with mutton chop. It was just great. It was really good. I cannot wait to do it again. So, yeah, I think I'm going to sign off here. I'm going to go get some stuff done around here. Not a ton. I'm not going to push myself. No. And all of it will be done with a beer and a pipe in hand. Because, of course, #America. So, yeah, I want to thank every one of you for tuning into this. I know you've probably got better things to do, and you've got lives of your own, and you've got plans of your own, but it just means the absolute world to me that you would take time out of your day to come and hang out with me here at Casa de Sonny. And yeah, I love every one of you endlessly. So let's see, how's your these days? I'm really, oh, come on. This thing is, okay. Enjoy the hell of that bike. Thanks for your service. You're very welcome. And, yeah, I just love you guys to death. And I'm hoping to see as many of you there at the pipe show as possible. And if you do go and you see me there, don't be afraid to come over and say hi, sit down, have a beer with me. I'm a beer drinker, first and foremost. But I do like my bourbon. So, dealer's choice on that. Anyway, love you guys. Hope to see you again soon. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. But if you do, don't get caught. Bye, guys. Let's see if I can figure out how to turn this off. Boom!